I'd wake up every morning and before I start each day, I'd take a drag of last night's cigarette, smoldering in its tray. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you today with an Earth 2 OMI update video. This is going to be a relatively short one, just because I have to go and buy some of those new NFT drops from Vivi, which will be very good for OMI. So speaking of OMI, I'll start off with them first because that's what I mentioned first. Before then, everyone, say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. So based on the thumbnail, you can tell that the calculations were done about how much OMI are going to be burned just on the drop. Just on the drop, not including the marketplace, not including any other sales that go on in between, but the drop will be about 200, just under a quarter billion that will be burned. Just from the drop, not including the marketplace. Again, like I said, by the end of this week, I do expect more than a quarter billion to be actually burned. Pretty sure that's what's going to happen. And unfortunately, one of the super rares or the ultra rares, the rarest out of the bunch, has only 888 copies, which with maybe a quarter million people, most likely you're not going to get that. So what I've been doing is I've been going. Sub Investor Ali, how's it going? And I'll get the comments in a second, or in a few minutes. What I'll be doing is I'll go and I'll say, hey, the ultra rare, super rare, secret, or whatever, I'm not going to get those two. I'm just going to go for an uncommon, because uncommon most likely people are not going to go for at first. Definitely not going to go for the commons at first. They're going to try to get the rarest stuff as possible. But I, for the most part, been successful as far as trying to get those, get what I want. Again, when I haven't been trying for that. That being said, the news on top of that for Earth 2 is that if you look at the leadership board for the people that have been, what do you call it, wondering about Phase 2, the leadership board on Earth 2 is also wondering. To look like the top 20 people, a few people have changed their names, including those from Guidebook Gaming, like Nameless and King Tech Ops, about saying, hey, my their name is still that, but it's just also when is Phase 2. Earth 2 Odyssey has done that as well. I'm not sure if Earth 2 Mastery's done that. But we have a lot of people just changing their name. And then E2 the boss is still like a $34,000 payout pending. Again, Earth 2 is just going and saying like, okay, well, they have to figure out the payments and everything, make sure they're not double paying everyone, which again, the credit cards are there to solve. But yeah, people get a little frustrated. You could see on Shane's tweet yesterday when he referenced the new crypto that's coming out, not from Earth 2, not an official Earth 2 crypto. A couple of people have taken it upon themselves, making their own crypto and saying, hey, we want this crypto to be the crypto of Earth 2. Is it official? No, but we'd like it to be. And then is Randy Chavez involved? Is the real Randy Chavez involved? And like, well, not yet, but we would like him to be. So I addressed that last night. I'll address that tonight, right now as well. That is not an official Earth 2 crypto. That's pretty much what Shane's tweet was about. Even if he wanted it to, it wouldn't work because you have to have it coded with everything. Why they had to delay Phase 2 is because, okay, well, if Essence wasn't tied to anything, and now Essence is tied to something like a crypto, then you have to rework the code. So they're not going to go adopt their crypto for it at all because they can't, because they have their own that they're doing. Speaking of their own crypto, Tesla I think is going to launch their own crypto as well. I'll get to that in a second as well. So that's just something I would advise not getting. Again, the people that have made that Earth 2 crypto that, again, is not official, their hearts might be in the right places. They might have something along the lines of, like I said, good intentions. But again, because I'm not investing in that, I can't advocate other people invest in that because, again, it's not official. That's not going to be worth anything once the real Earth 2 crypto comes out. That being said, when the Earth 2 real crypto does come out, I see this same thing happening that happened with Tesla. You have Tesla happened to be a pandemic, but you had a bad time for the market. And then what happened is like, okay, well, disruptive companies and innovation that explodes during times of stress. So you had companies like Square, you had companies like Illumina, and companies like Tesla that, again, in times of stress, that they thrive. Their stock flourishes, their company does amazing, and that's exactly what's going to happen with Earth 2, because again, it's innovative, it's disruptive, disrupting real estate, it's innovative in virtual reality, which is a multi-trillion-dollar market in my opinion. And on top of that, again, we have a little bit of a downturn since Tesla said we're not taking Bitcoin anymore. So, Tesla's down, OMI is down, Bitcoin's down, and this would be a perfect time for Earth 2 to get in. Again, we'll probably have an announcement within the next couple of weeks. Most likely the first one is going to be the cards, how we can get the credit cards. And then outside of that, okay, and I promise this is the last thing I'll go over before I take questions, it is going to be Tesla, which Tesla just the other day had asked people, should we accept Doge? And then yesterday they had said, hey, we're not going to be accepting Bitcoin as payment anymore. Are they going to switch Bitcoin for Doge? No, absolutely not. And then one of the founders, or one of the big bag holders of Shiba, they had yesterday pretty much donated all of it to people of India, and that just caused Sheep to just go down and get destroyed. So I don't think it's going to be any of these dog memes, cat memes, or protein memes. It's not going to be anything like that. What most likely will happen, even though I think Tesla, I forget his name, I think it's called like the Real Investor or something Investor, I was just watching him this morning, said that Tesla might be coming out with their own crypto, which again is something else that I would invest in as well. Would I sell the stock for it? No, but that's something that I think, as long as they have a good carbon neutral, where it doesn't cost a lot of money to print or to mine. I think that's good. So moving on to the Cole Oikle says, morning Randy. Spatial Koenig says, hype. Spatial Koenig says, workout and Randy, best combo. Heck yeah, we'll work out together soon. David Hansen says, hey man, what's going on? Investor Ali, says the man himself. How's it going, Investor Ali? How you doing, brother? Good man. Maxwell Cook says, good morning. Howdy, everyone. Alone says, yo, Randy, I hope you're having a good day. The burning won't affect the price unless they buy some OMI back, right? Let's hope we burn a lot in the next few weeks. Yeah, I mean, the price of OMI is contingent on how many people buy versus how many people are selling. How much is on the market and what it's for. The good thing about it is that already, whether it's on Gate.io, Bit4x, or Sendex, is that it's already trading like a stock. OMI is already trading like a valuable company, which again, it's attached to a very valuable company, something that's very undervalued in my opinion, and that's what it is right now. The burn, people, I don't think they realize it yet, or at least most of the people. Again, most of the people that have the app, they don't really care about OMI one way or the other. They just want to collect things, which is great. But there's going to be a whole bunch of people that don't care about collectibles. They just want the OMI. They just want it because everyone and their sister is going to be on this. Because again, they have something for everyone. For every branch of nerdism, for every branch of life that is living right now, you're going to be interested in something on there. That'd be really cool. It hasn't covered religious people. I think it might be great if they had religious NFTs. That'd be really fun. Maxwell Cook says, I'm going to go for the common. She's so pretty. The rare and ultra rare doesn't seem to show the tattoos. Oh, that's a good one too. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't even looked at them, to be honest. I just always go for the uncommons, because even still, if you get one, you can probably sell it on the market the next day for 50% higher. Or for people that, again, you don't have a good connection, or you get kicked off the app, you're gonna want to go and get something, and you don't want to pay 100x or 10x of what the original price was. So yeah, if an uncommon is like $15 or whatever, yeah, you pay $30. But if a super ultra rare is like $100, and then you want to buy that on the marketplace, good luck finding that under $2,000. It's just not going to happen. It just won't, because there's only 888 of them. Tokidoki is very popular. It's not like Kripkins, where it's like no one ever heard of it before. Tokidoki was wildly popular beforehand. Not in the West, but in the East, in Asia it was. Ambulance Captain says, I'm so disappointed by the pressure that these creators are putting on the dev team. I think patience is important here, and these creators have a responsibility to chill the F out. So I agree with that 100%. And some of the people that have, at least Guidebook Gaming's Nameless and Tech Ops, they've said, listen, we still 100% support the company. We 100% want to continue to support the company, but it's just much easier for them as content creators to take on all the naysayers and those who doubt them, as long as we get a timeline. They don't care if the timeline is, hey, we're going to get phase 2 out in the next couple weeks, or phase 2 doesn't come out until next year, or at least the starts of phase 2 anyway. They just want a timeline, just something to work with, which I understand why Earth 2 is given that, because they don't want to say a specific timeline and then have to delay it again for whatever reason, and then they look like the bad guy. So I understand both sides. And again, I didn't. One, I'm not on the leaderboard, so me changing my name wouldn't really matter. But yeah, I wouldn't have a what do you call it? I'm mostly relatively patient, because again, this is a long-term hold for me. The short term, I don't know or care what happens. I still buy every week. I literally did a 4-figure deal the other day. Again, someone got the real Randy Chavez tattoo on his wrist, and all right, so I gave him a nice 4-figure giveaway, and then I bought pretty much what I gave him. I bought back like south of Chavez-topia. It's like, all right, let me get that. That was pretty good. So moving on. Maxwell Cook says FMs, they just want an estimated date. Most of them are not rushing the product. But yeah, agree. And I don't want them to do things too soon, too early, and then the project is poop because they rushed it out. I want them to be able to go and say, hey, this is something that we have a timeline on. We're not going to get it yet. That's fine. 100% fine. I'm okay with that. Dylan says, hello, Dashi. Mass murders. What's going on, buddy? He says, what's good, Randy? I hope you have kick, and the rest of you as well. I do have good kick. Not really. My legs are pretty weak. My kicking is non-existent, but the boxing, that is peak. So outside of that, the Tokidoki drop is going on around 11 a.m. today, Eastern Standard Time. That's why the stream's going to be relatively short. And then you have the, again, Earth 2, whenever that comes out, that coin. I'm putting as much as I can into it. For those of you that did not see yesterday, I did get some movement on that card, on that big Pokemon card, where, again, I might even just do 125 into Bitcoin and 125 into OMI, and then save the rest for like a Tesla coin or the Earth 2 coin when it comes out. Which, again, I'm not expecting the Earth 2 coin to be announced for at least a couple of weeks or several weeks, and just because they announce it doesn't mean that it'll be like the next day or the next week. They'll probably say, hey, estimated date is like October or something. Again, I'm just pulling that out of my butt. I have no idea. But yeah, anyone that does anything outside of the Earth 2 official thing, if they say anything, take it with a grain of salt. If they do something like, this is an official Earth 2 shirt, this is official Earth 2 whatever, it's not, unless it comes from Shane, unless it comes from the Discord. Which again, I'm all over, so I'll let you guys know. I'll keep you posted. But yeah, that crypto, I definitely would not buy. I'm not into that. Again, even though the people that made it may or may not have the best intentions, I don't know them. So Maxwell goes, I don't think there's even 10,000 total between common and through ultra rare in the drop today. Whatever the drop, whatever the thumbnail says, that was the calculations that were done. Yeah, there might not even be that many. So like I said, it's a very low pop. And when I say pop, I mean like population report. Population report on these is very low. And I don't want to say for good reason. It's just it's not like Pokemon where, they sell their boxes of cards to Target and Facebook and retail investors, like myself or friends that, buy a case or buy a pallet of it, and then they sell it from their houses. They are, because when those are sold on the secondary market, Pokemon doesn't get anything. But when these guys are sold on the secondary market, where these NFTs are sold on the Vive marketplace, they get 2.5% from that. And I know you're saying like, oh, well, yeah, you could just get it from, PayPal and Cash App and Zelle and, not have to pay those fees. You could, but you don't have that protection. You don't have that layer of protection saying that it guarantees something. And then you also have that eBay saying like, oh, okay, if we want to go with eBay, if you just don't like the Vive marketplace, go with eBay. But eBay charges like 10%. So I don't know. Like, you're not saving any money. You're losing a lot more money by going to eBay. And yeah, these guys are so vertically integrated that the marketplace is going to be booming. Like, I guarantee it booms for the next 2 days just because of this. So, moving on. Famlin's Camera says 14,552 total. All right, that is what's in there. Phoenix says Spider-Man. No, Spider-Man. That's good. I love that. I love Spider-Man when I was younger. My friend Pineda actually has like a Spider-Man like tattoo on his chest, like it looks really cool. It probably hurt a lot because it's right in the middle. So moving on, outside of that, I haven't bought any Tesla stock recently. I probably should have. It's under 600. It's very undervalued in my opinion, but that's something that I'm going to say I'm going to hold off on. Maybe I'll buy a little bit when that giant card sells. In the meantime, I'm trying to sell other cards. If you want cards, like look at the lowest listing on eBay for anything on my eBay store down below and say like, hey, can you take a little bit less for this? Yeah, absolutely. I will take. Again, if you want that card that's again worth 400,000 because everyone else will not take less than 400,000 for it. I'm already selling at a discount of 350. If you want it for 345, it's yours. Let's get a deal done. Lucas Shizlak says, what's your strategy for the drop? Do you keep app open before or open it exactly the time drop starts? Well, for the Ultraman one, I think or for both of them, I had the app open, but I wasn't exactly sure where to keep it open. Do I keep it open in the marketplace? Do I keep it open? So I just kept it open on the home page, and then as soon as 11 o'clock dropped, okay, let me go there. And it worked for Ultraman. It did not work for Kripkins. For Kripkins, it actually kicked me off, and I was like, all right, not gonna make any money. Like I'll make like by getting an uncommon, I might be able to flip 50%, but the uncommons are so cheap. It's like, all right, I'll go and and take this and make like $10 on it. It's not worth it. I'll just keep it, or I'll just buy it from someone else, which I did. I wound up doing. I got the Lapras looking one with it's blue. It's like demented. It's Loch Ness Monster. So that would be my strategy. So around 10:57, 10:58, I want to go and open the app and maybe have some music in the background. Have some like Green Day or Beatles or whatever. That'd be a good one. I haven't done Beatles in a while for my songs, old school stuff. But that's probably what I'll do. And I have a couple of gems in there already. Probably have, I don't know, maybe 50 gems in there, something like that. So I'm pretty sure that's enough for an uncommon. I don't think that's enough for like an ultra rare or anything. Lucas says, I bought $100 worth of Kripkins, but I was kicked on Ultraman and couldn't log in for 10 minutes. Damn! That's like, you got it for Kripkins, couldn't get. Yeah, I think like the hype is real. Again, so they had I thought it was on TV that when someone was watching ESPN, they had a VV ad, like an advertisement, but it wasn't them. It was a Google advertisement where, like, if you're going to start a video, Google advertised, for like 5 seconds or 15 seconds, whatever, VV and NFL and all that. It was like, oh, okay, so it wasn't actually on ESPN. It was a Google ad that did that, which again is fine. I don't think that's even something that they had to do for the budget. I think that's just something that Google's using to get metadata and just to try to sear in on our brains and see like what we want to buy, because it knows that VV is gonna be huge. Maxwell Cook says, I had it open for 2 hours watching the countdown. Hopefully my first ever NFT income. Get it, Maxwell Cook. And thank you guys for 10 likes. That means the world to me. If you want to help and support the channel, commenting, liking, subscribing, hitting that bell, that all helps. So outside of that, Google and Apple have a big incentive to advertise VV themselves. And what I'm saying that is because you have Google and Apple in the Play Store, Google Play Store and Apple Store, whatever that is, they get 30% of all the money going into there. Every single money, whether it's, well, OMI they don't get anything for it, but if you put in dollars and you go to get gems with US dollars and you put in, $100, Google, if you have a Google phone, or Apple, if you have an Apple phone, they get 30% of that, which is outrageous. That is, in my opinion, way too much money. But that's the cost of doing business for them, having the app in their store. So getting that is advertising from Apple and Google. You should expect that just for themselves, because again, they're getting 30% of all the money that's flowing through there, just right off the top, which is bananas, considering this, my wrist, is going to be a multi-trillion-dollar industry. And not that a VV is going to be a multi-trillion-dollar company, although it might in the future. That's a lot. But it'll definitely be worth, in my opinion, tens of billions, if not hundreds of billions of dollars in the future. Again, just my opinion. I know we got Fanwood's Camping says, I got kicked out for Kripkins, but got back in and still got several sold. A common the next day for 12.5x of what? Oh my God, that's incredible. That's a common too. Oh my God. So yeah, I guess from what I've seen is, if you get it, let's say if you, whatever it is, which is a common, it's an uncommon, ultra rare, don't try to sell it right away. because that when you get that and you sell it right away, it's only going to be a little bit. But if you wait a day or so, like Family's Camping did, wait the next day, well, not even a good serial number, you can get 12.5x for a common. That's ridiculous. Like that's did you advertise it at all? That's, oh my god, that's incredible. So yeah, and again, right now, that's a hustle. That's a hustle. That's a good hustle. That's something that you can do that you know is safe, it's secure. You know exactly what you have. The person buying knows exactly what they're getting. It's not like normal collectibles where there's some ambiguity on the grade, on the condition of it. No, it's perfect condition because it's an NFT, which is so beautiful. I love that. And also, a lot of people are saying, "Hey, we have a what do you call it? We have an issue with buying OMI because it's, I bought it a month ago. Now it's down like 40%, 50%. Okay, yeah, some people buy it bought it at a penny or over a penny. Some guy spent $150,000 getting it over a penny. He lost 60 something percent of his initial investment. Do you think he's tripping? No, he's not tripping. You have to decide what investment works for you. If you are just wired, if you're neurally wired to be able to go and say, just go for the flip, just hustle. If that's what you do and that's what you're more comfortable doing, by all means, do that. Chase the hype of Shiba. If you can get in early enough, okay, sell when it gets there, and then doing that for the next coin, SafeMoon, do that. Cardano, whatever it is. If you're just going in for the hype, and you're able to do that, and it's not something that's tiring to you, by all means do it. But be advised, every time you sell, you have to pay taxes on that, right? That's capital gains tax. I know what you're saying, Chavez. I'm only making a couple grand here and there. IRS isn't going to notice or care. Probably not. They're more focused on the big fish that are trying to get it out of paying hundreds of thousands or just millions of dollars. But every once in a while, people get screwed, and it is not fun. That I've had clients go through that. Their lives are wrecks for 18 months, and they're always on the IRS's radar after that. So that's just my opinion. Pay all the taxes that you have to. But outside of that, I'm more comfortable putting in large amounts of money, be okay with it being cut in half, or even more so in the after I do that, because if it's a long-term investment, then the long-term investment is something that I'm okay with, as long as it's in a good company, which again, VV is, Earth 2 is, Tesla is. What we got here? Oh man, y'all are in this right now. Oh wow. All right, How I Made says, why don't OMI release web app and have people buy gems from that instead of using iOS app? This is what Amazon does, so they don't pay iOS fees. I mean, that might be in the works, but that's a really good point. That to circumvent, unless they have something in their contract to say that, yeah, we're just, you can only have people download the app. Maybe that's it. Again, I don't know. I haven't read the contracts at all. I don't even know if that's possible. Maxwell Cook says, if I get it, I'm hodling and hoping to get the artist to sign it yeah, that'd be great. That's gonna add another layer of it. Not only do you have the common, uncommon, super rare, ultra rare, that type of deal, then you have the serial numbers, and then you have places where it can get signed, and again, it just adds layers of rarity and just layers of just fun of trying to gotta catch them all, So that's something that I can't wait to do that as well, because that's gonna be very hard to do. Darkstar says, yo, what's up, Omi homie? Omi and E2 to the moon. Heck yeah, Darkstar. Heck yeah. Let's get this bread. Sam Brand says, I found out that people list items cheaper on Wednesdays in the market because they want to free up gems for the Thursday drop. Good time to pick up. Good call, Sam Brand. Good call. Good call. That's a golf clap it up. John Robert Young says, damn, late again, waiting for the drop. Got 155 gems already. You get that bread. Again, my strategy is I don't. It's going to be so impossible to try to get the super ultra rares, because there's only 888 of those, and you have like tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people trying to get some. Again, it'll be sold out in 10 minutes. Aria Realty Digital Assets says, Randy, what's the meaning of life? I think it would be to try to do. Well, it depends. I mean, one, be happy. If you just want to be happy, like let's say people like, I don't know, Aria Realty, if you remember Escobar, chick that we served with back in the day, she's very, very pretty and very, very smart. She could do whatever she wants, but she wants to be a counselor for wayward youth. There's no money in that, and it's very stressful. It's very heartbreaking. But she says like that's her mission. That's her goal like in life is to help those kids. I was like, okay, and if that's what makes her happy, okay, great. She was very attractive. Yes, yes, she was. Again, the ROI in life is happiness. What are you happy doing? If you're happy being a bodybuilder and you just get that feeling of what Arnold Schwarzenegger says, I get that feeling of coming every day when I put the bicep, yeah, then do that. If you again love Pokemon, I made a business out of Pokemon cards, and I could still do that. I would actually be a little bit happier doing that. But the money there is good, but it's not as good as what I think we're going to gain in Earth 2 and OMI, and especially if my YouTube channel grows. Like I'm closing in on 2,900 subscribers. Unfortunately, I'm not like you, RA Realty, where I have like 5,000 subscribers. I'm still pretty low, but got a good base, very nice and deep, where, again, we love each other. People stream every day. Yeah, you guys are great. So whatever makes you happy, but for me, when I was eating what Mario eats one day, I realized that as a race, as like a human race that can't get control of even the ones that, oh God, this is America right now, or this is, I don't like, we can't even control the places that are supposedly ours. Like there's a bunch of patches of dirt at war with each other that don't like I don't know. I wish everyone could look at Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds and just be like, all right, yeah, we just need to love each other, man. So yeah, trying to help the world get to like a level 1 world, or if you're familiar with Star Trek and Star Wars or whatever, a type 1 civilization would be people that are like united. They have a one world telephone system, which I guess would be like the internet. Like a level 2 world, 2 civilization would be Star Trek. A level 3 civilization would be Star Wars. That type of deal. And right now, Earth is a type 0, and I think getting to level 1, type 1 civilization, that's one of my goals. And then obviously saving all the animals. Abraham Ashmari says, howdy, what's going on? How's it going? John Robert Yellen says, you never know, Randy, just spam the crap out of it. That's true. I mean, the only thing that I would want to wish, oh yeah, I guess, because if I want an uncommon, all right, so I'm gonna play this out now. If I want an uncommon, let's say an uncommon's like $15, whatever. Okay, you could probably get an uncommon the next day for like $30, $45, whatever. And I think you're right. I think that's worth the risk of, let's say, if you're trying for the super ultra rare, if you're trying for this ultra rare, and you get it, if you get it, great. If you don't get it, and you not getting it makes you miss out on the opportunity, by the time you get to the uncommon, you don't get that, then, okay, it's worth it at the chance. Because the chance, so you're basically paying like $30, $45 for the chance to get that super ultra rare. But if you don't get it, then you at least get the uncommon. Where if you want to get the uncommon, let's say it's like $10, $15, whatever, you're pretty much guaranteed that. If you try for it and the app doesn't close you out. Oh God, hiccups. And again, if you can do that, you can get both, that'd be great. Again, people are all about getting sets, which again, I think you're going to be able to stake the NFTs. You're going to be able to loan them out, you're going to be able to stake them, and just, but I think you need the complete set for that. I think Orion Crypto Trader is what, check out his videos. He's very, very good at describing things. Very, very good if you want to understand exactly the relationship between OMI and Vivi, the relationships between, going to the moon and all that. He's very, very good. How I Made says, Randy, I swear to God, you can be the next Joe Rogan. You have a knack of having an open mind and receptive of people's opinions and new ideas. I try. I try. I mean, the next Joe Rogan is, I think when Oprah said that she had wanted to be the next Barbara Walters, but then she realized that she couldn't be the next Barbara Walters because only Barbara Walters could be Barbara Walters, but she could be the first Oprah Winfrey. And if anyone's seen that Selena series on Netflix, there is there's like Whitney Houston, there's Janet Jackson, there's all these, maybe not Janet Jackson, but she mentioned like, okay, well, you could be the next one of these people, and it's like, okay, well, just why be one of these people when you can be the first Selena? And it was really cool how she had like Beyonce Knowles in there. So spoilers alert, where she meets Beyonce as a kid. I thought that was pretty fun. And you have those types of things where I don't think I'd want to be the next Joe Rogan. Although being the next Joe Rogan that would be like the honor of a lifetime. And I actually screenshotted the hang on, I gotta screenshot that again real quick. Sorry, I had to screenshot what you just said. One of the Finn brothers had said that the other day. I was like, oh wow, that humble. Yeah, I don't know. Being the next Joe Rogan is certainly one of the best things that you can do in life because very open-minded, very all that. But yeah, I don't think he's as silly as I don't think he's got a statue of Dashi. He doesn't have Pokeball tattoos or anything. Yeah. Oh, actually, 30 minutes now. And I'm gonna love you till the heavens start the rain. And I'm gonna love you till this. Every half hour I go and I give a shout out to my Patreon friendos. And common is $50 this time. Oh my God, common is $50. So what's an uncommon? Oh my God, that's incredible. Aria Realty says, who wants a talk show? Randy and Aria will invite Elon on. I think we'd break the internet, Aria. We had those 2 videos, or 3 videos actually. We had a Tesla video that I did with you. We had the Earth 2 video that I did with you, and the Earth 2 video you did with me that you hosted me on. So that was all pretty fun. For those of you that haven't seen it, it's pretty epic. It's pretty fun. And then we had one where the Butch Tan Ray, he had he's like one of the biggest people in the Philippines. He's got like 1 million followers on TikTok, and he did an interview with us, which I thought was really cool. I enjoyed that as well. Deer Hunter 5225 says, morning Randy, checking in from Buffalo, New York. Buffalo, New York is actually where I had one of the best burgers of my life. I don't know where it was. It was for a bowling tournament. Yes, I used to bowl back in the day. I was a very good bowler, and that was one of the best. Yeah, that's where I think that's where States was. States was in Buffalo for some random freaking reason. But yeah, it was so good. It was so. I love food. I had a Jamesy Boy burger yesterday. It's called Belfast Pub or Belfast Irish Pub or something like that near me, and it's a burger. It's got normal stuff, but it's got jalapeno mac and cheese on it. Oh my God, it's so good. You don't even know. Honda X Dream says, are you buying gems over Google Pay, or is there a cheaper way? There actually might be a cheaper way, which I don't think I would do it, but some people sell gems. Like some people, the idiocy of some people, they put in however many gems, couple $100 worth of gems, because they're going to try and buy things and flip them, and some are successful, but then they don't realize that right now you can't take gems and cash them in for cash. You're going to be able to do that eventually, but you can't cash them in and get your money back. So what people are doing is like, I have 100 gems, give me $90 and they're all yours. So yes, you can do that. I don't know how they transfer gems without anything for it, but yeah, that's something that happens. I've seen it online. Again, I would not do that because you could pay for them and then they could just block you and just, well, $90 is gone, $100 is gone, whatever. So again, I would not do anything outside of the official app because again, you lose that layer of protection. If you do something over PayPal, you do something over Zelle or Cash App, there's no protection. You could just get screwed. Oh, you can transfer gems on the VV Web wallet. Okay, that's interesting. I did not know that. Here's my bank card through the app. Yeah, I just use my debit card, which it just cost me, actually for $50, it cost me $49.99, so I save a penny. How I Made says, Randy, you have seen the viral vid of people that's been have magnets stick to their ATM where the shot was injected. Pretty wild. Oh, vaccine. Okay, so viral vid of people that have been vaccinated, they have magnets stick to their arm. Well, I mean, what's metallic? What's ferrous enough in a vaccine? Like mercury, maybe, or like I'm not sure what's in the vaccine. Maybe something that's a little metal, or maybe they have a bunch of iron in their blood. And I'm trying to think of a scientific way why, the vaccine has is magnetic. I mean, it looks liquid. I mean, if you look at the vaccine, it looks liquid. So I don't. I'm not sure why, but that's really interesting. Send me that link. That's conspiracy minds going afloat. Dear Hunter 5225 says, I got the Pfizer, no magnet sticking to me. There you go, Dear Hunter. Which was the one that was again? I'm not gonna lie, like very much into science. I worked in the veterinary field for years. I know that vaccines are good, like 99% are good, but yeah, I see a bunch of these people have really bad reactions, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm scared. Like thankfully I had it in January, so I'm immunized. I'm good. I don't, I have the antibodies, but I don't have. Yeah, I just one, I don't want to feel like poop for 2 days, and one, like a little bit tired, a little bit sore. That's a little bit normal. But and it's normal now when people are just like in bed for 2 days. Like, oh my God, like no. Um, but then let's say you have bad reactions, adverse reactions, like swelling or around the face, you have diarrhea, you have like um, people that are just effed. Like some people, like I forget which one it was that just had fertility issues afterwards. I think that was the one that was recalled, and obviously that was just for women. But yeah, and again, that probably happens in 0.0001% of people. But it's enough where it's like, oh God, I just don't feel good about it. Again, that's just me being a girly scaredy cat, but at the same time, I understand why people don't want to get it. Oh man, all right, we are. I got to do these last few, then I got to go because yeah. 10 minutes, good luck. Yeah, 9 minutes. I don't think they stick to people's skin like they used to with the spoons. Oh yeah, yeah. That's yeah, you rub a spoon on your forehead and it sticks to your nose. That's possible as well. Ireland says new 2022 pickup line for women. Hey baby, Pfizer or Moderna. That's great. Just tested my arms. I'm not magnetic. There you go. Pfizer there too. J&J is a red flag at the bar. Good luck, guys. All right, I'm going to bounce because we're going to go try and get this bread, try and get those CrepoBrooke. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi, bye-bye to Dashi. We love you. Goodbye. I love you guys. Bye. Adios. Put in my cash card under my shirt, my shoulder. Tell the cashier I've been vaccinated and could pay this right now. Oh my God, that's great. That's Honda. That's great. Make a video of that.